Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here today. The video today is on Marion Ross, Mrs. C from Happy Days, and her real feelings towards the Fonz. There's no modern comparison for how big a deal the Fonz was. Nothing today reaches the level of exposure and market saturation. The culture has become so fragmented that no single character is as popular now as Fonzie was then. There's no one analog, especially in the world of sitcoms, that you could say to a kid, oh, Fonzie was this popular back in the day. So, what it must have been like to share the screen with Henry Winkler, a.k.a. Arthur Fonz, the Fonzie Fonzarelli. So let me start over. Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli. There were other people in Happy Days, but those people didn't suddenly have their faces emblazoned on any product you could think of. These are great actors with impressive careers and histories that just weren't the Fonz. Incredible talent was overshadowed by this newly towering phenomenon, so what must that have felt like? Luckily, Marion Ross was there to give us an idea about standing that close to lightning. In '77, Ross spoke with the Daily Utah Chronicle about her mammoth co-star. He's a prep school graduate, Ross said, giving the interviewer a better idea of who Henry Winkler was in real life. He's very gentle, very courtly. He's short. He's got, now let's face it, this funny-looking narrow face, and he wouldn't dream of riding a motorcycle. It's easier to see Winkler as his own person today because he's seen the preceding decades of work and interviews. But at the time, the Fonz was so ubiquitous, I can't hardly pronounce words, ubiquitous, that people only identified Winkler with his character. Marion Ross, though, was sure he was capable of more. Henry is going to be one of those great actors. He's so creative, always inventing business for the Fonz to do, like walking over the bed or the furniture. He's very careful to distinguish publicly between himself and the Fonz, but at the same time, he feels great responsibility towards those youngsters who write to him for advice, kids who have absolutely no other guidance in their lives. As for being the co-star for America's newest sensation, Ross had this to say: we're all riding on Henry's coattails, but we don't mind. Well, maybe Ron Howard is starting to get a little annoyed. Henry's very gracious and careful with us on the set. He's quite physical, hugs us all, kisses us all. Always read that Ron Howard had an issue, not a huge issue, but an issue with Fonz becoming the star of the show because he was meant to be, Richie Cunningham was meant to be the star of the show. And I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did because it would have been a whole lot more boring without the Fonz, you know. All I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. You guys have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.